Hi everyone. The first question I'm going to answer is question 6, which is describe how you would feel and what you would do if the government did not recognize your marriage. This has obviously been a huge issue in the United States with same-sex marriages. Up until recently, it was illegal and super frowned upon by a lot of people, which doesn't make sense to me because if two people want to get married, why anyone else thinks that has anything to do with their life is mind-boggling to me. Whether it's two girls or two boys, that's their life, that's their love. It has nothing to do with you, and why anyone would feel like they have the right to deny someone of that, I couldn't even try to explain it to me, well, to anyone else. Um, I would be extremely angry, extremely upset because, like I said, I don't understand why anyone would be bothered by that. It has nothing to do with them. That's your own life choice, so I would be extremely upset that it's illegal, as if I should be ashamed of being who I am. What I would do is stick up for my rights like everyone who was in that position did and fought for their rights. And now that they have them, you have to stand up for what you believe. Um, Moving on to question 8, why do you think that the word gay as a descriptive word is more socially acceptable than other derogatory words? I don't really have a definite answer for this, but my opinion, I think it's because people that maybe are gay and are in the closet and aren't speaking out about it are more afraid to stick up for themselves because it's become really popular in schools. It's a super offensive word that a lot of people use for a lot of different things. And I think it's more like if someone's using the word gay and you're like, hey, that's super offensive, don't do that, then they're going to turn to you and be like, why? Are you gay? And if you're in the closet and you're scared to come out or you don't want to be bullied for something like that, then you're going to be more shy to go to like come out to someone and be like, yeah, I am, and that's why I think it's offensive and so and so. And so I think it's just more acceptable because it's been so common as like something bad, and like being gay has been bad to people in the past, and I think it's just a scary word for some people to come out and say that that's why it's not allowed, but it should be treated just like other offensive words. There's no, especially because it's used in a way that's so negative. Use the word gay as, oh, that's so gay, or as in, like, that's so dumb. And it's super offensive to people that are gay. And I think everyone, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people have used that in ways that they shouldn't. I think, including myself, and it's not something to be proud of, but it's something that a lot of people need to work on because it is offensive. Question 9, what are the dangers of a single story? After watching the TED Talk that was included in that, it really opened my eyes to a lot of things. A single story is, like she mentioned in the an example that she mentioned in her TED Talk, was a single story that we hear about, people in Mexico, Mexicans, they're trying to come into the US, they're illegal immigrants, they're stealing jobs, etc., etc. That's mostly the story that you hear of them all over the news all the time, and that's the one story that many people relate to them. So it's really hard. I'm sorry, it froze. So it puts a stigma on them that they're only one thing. Like in the story in the TED Talk, sorry, I don't exactly know how to pronounce her name, but when she went to school, her roommate thought she didn't really know how to do anything because she related her to being in Africa and poor and, huts. And that's what people think of when they think of Africa for some reason. And so it's the dangers of just relating one thing to one group of people. There's so much more to someone than one side that you hear. She mentioned also that her mother had told her that one of the boys that came to work in their home was poor, so she thought there was nothing else to him but being poor. So it's just dangerous because you're not allowing yourself to see other people as what they really are. You're just giving them the title of one thing and sticking to it. And that's how, prejudice and things like that happen because you're just relating one bad thing that you hear and not opening up and listening to all the other things that there are, or realizing that there's other things to someone or a group of people.